The 5 hardest, most infamous unsolved cases in the history of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, include the D.B. Cooper hijacking, the Zodiac Killer, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist, the anthrax letter attacks, and the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. These cases represent decades of exhaustive field investigations, forensic testing, and thousands of interviews that ultimately failed to produce a definitive conviction. Number 1. The D.B. Cooper hijacking, 1971. The crime. A quiet man using the alias Dan Cooper boarded a flight from Portland to Seattle, claimed he had a bomb, and demanded $200,000 in ransom and 4 parachutes. The disappearance. After releasing passengers in Seattle, he ordered the crew toward Mexico and parachuted into the stormy night over the Pacific Northwest. He was never seen again. Number 2. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist, 1990. The crime. 2 men disguised as Boston police officers tied up security guards and stole 13 masterworks of art, including pieces by Rembrandt and Vermeer, valued at over $500 million. The investigation. It stands as the largest unsolved art theft in modern history. Though the FBI focused heavily on organized crime figures in Boston and the Mid-Atlantic, no arrests led to a conviction. The mystery. None of the 13 stolen paintings have ever been recovered, leaving empty frames hanging on the museum walls in Boston to this day. Number 3. The Alcatraz Escape, 1962. The crime. Inmates. Frank Morris and brothers John and Clarence Anglin executed a brilliant breakout from the maximum security island prison in San Francisco Bay. The escape. They used papier-mâché dummy heads as decoys, crept through utility corridors, and launched a makeshift rubber raft made of raincoats. The mystery. The FBI's long-term investigation concluded they likely drowned in the freezing, fast-moving water. Number 4. The Black Dahlia Murder, 1947. The crime. Aspirant actress Elizabeth Short was found brutally murdered and mutilated in a vacant lot in Leimert Park, Los Angeles. The investigation. The LAPD and early federal investigators chased hundreds of tips, and dozens of false confessions poured in from individuals claiming responsibility for the gruesome crime. The mystery. Despite intense national headlines and joint scrutiny, the case was never solved, remaining one of America's most notorious cold cases. And number 5, the Zodiac Killer. The crime. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, a serial killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, murdering at least 5 confirmed victims. He became notorious for sending taunting letters and complex cryptograms to local newspapers. Why it's hard. The killer played mind games with the police and the public. While amateur code breakers managed to solve some of his ciphers over the decades, his true identity was shielded by a lack of forensic DNA and highly inconsistent eyewitness descriptions. Current status. The FBI continues to provide technical and investigative support to California law enforcement agencies, but the killer has never been legally identified. Name in the comments section which one of these cold cases and unsolved mysteries baffles you. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.